Peace and blessings, and welcome back to the Heritage Hip Hop Podcast. This week, we're continuing our run on exposing the new and the best favorite new artists that you're going to love. And this week, we talked to Miss Danielle Black, a boss chick, one who takes charge not only in her career, but in her choice of presentation. See, Danielle Black is not a regular artist. She's someone who makes sure the look, the sound, the presentation, the feel, and the taste of her art is exquisite and delivered right to not only the eyes, but to the ears. She's a wonderful new artist. Before we get into her interview, first, you want to give a shout out to everybody who's listening and hoping that you're staying safe and secure during this COVID-19 scare. We have been touched by people who have lost lives, and we want to say to everyone who's listening, may the Most High bless you and keep you safe. Remember, take care of your body, your mind, your soul, and your spirit during these times. Before we go to the interview, we want to shout out our sponsors, Transparent Credit Repair, the superheroes of the financial literacy world. If you're looking to get debt off your back and the stimulus check was not enough, make sure you contact Transparent Credit Repair at www.transparentcreditrepair.com, and you can also call them at 862-250-5122. That's right, and if you put in the code HH1, you may get something special from them. You never know. But to find out, visit www.transparentcreditrepair.com and also call 862-250-5122. Now, we're going to get into our conversation and interview with Miss Danielle Black, one of the dopest people that you're going to hear from on Heritage Hip Hop. And when this interview is over, I will come back with my commentary.
Peace and blessings, everybody. Welcome back to the Heritage Hip Hop Podcast. This is Karev, and I have a beautiful new voice for you to introduce you to. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for having me. I am Danielle Black.
Funny that my voice kind of like went out at that time, because your voice is very interesting, and that's something that I picked up in your music. So please, before we go into the depths of your music, tell everybody about yourself. Where are you from?
I am from the Bronx, New York.
BX. Okay.
Yes.
The Bronx is very diverse culturally.
Yes.
What did you pick up from the Bronx that made you want to go into music?
Oh, my God. I mean, everything. I'm half Puerto Rican, half Italian. And so, I went from listening to Frank Sinatra and, Mark Anthony. And, I grew up on really everything. Madonna, so that's really all where it came from.
You said Puerto Rican and Italian?
Yes. I am fire and ice, baby. You never know what you're going to get.
That is interesting, because if you study both cultures, vocalism is one of the most essential parts of being a woman and being of that breed. How does the Puerto Rican side of you translate into your music?
That's my fire side. I believe that's where I get my swag from. My Italian side, the boss side of me, very strict and confident in my decision making.
Yeah, when you think of music from Italian culture, you think of a lot of instrumentation and loud bravado. Is that what you bring to the party when you do your music?
Absolutely. Every track is different for me. I like to try new things, so I kind of bring versatility to the industry.
Well, versatility is what's really needed, because in music today, from what I see, there's not a lot of versatility. There's a lot of copycatism. How do you stay versatile so you don't blend?
Right now, there's a lot of trending going on. So, I don't like to copy. I don't like to do what everyone else is doing. So although I listen to a lot of new music right now, I kind of stay away from kind of being inspired by that, and just being inspired, intuitively, and just, what's going on in my life. Because I usually just write about what's going on in my life, my emotions and things like that.
Well, that's the key to connecting to your audience, because if they can't connect to you emotionally, they're not going to invest in you. So
Right.
what is the benefit of you?
The benefit of me, what do you mean, like just being an artist as far as fans and stuff like that?
I mean, you're a new voice, and your gift is not only to give music, but to get people to understand you through your music. So, like, what is the gift of you? Like, what are they getting in hearing your music? What is the experience of hearing you?
I mean, they're able to relate to me. You know, I think it's very important when you go through something in life, you know, to be able to share that and express that and not be afraid of, you know, weaknesses in yourself or vulnerability. And I think that through my music and the things that I talk about, especially in my new up and coming album, you know, I think it's important to just put it out there that, you know, you're not alone. And there's other artists, you know, there's people in the world that are going through the same thing that you're going through. So, you know, I just want to be able to connect and let my fans understand that, hey, I'm here with you and it's okay to talk about it.
The thing I appreciate about women in art is that while people may look at you and be entranced by your physical beauty, the depth of your music makes them get an understanding of your world.
Right.
What do you want to heal with your music?
Depression.
Talk about it.
100%. Yeah. You know, last year was a really, really hard year for me. I mean, I fell so hard that, you know, when they say, you know, a cat has 9 lives, you know, I literally died last year, like hit rock bottom, emotionally, mentally, physically. And, you know, I came up from that and, you know, I came up from it fairly quick because I have a strength in me that, you know, I want to let everyone in the world know, especially women, that you will find the strength that you need within to get you through anything. And so, you know, that's pretty much what I'm bringing to the table in my new up and coming album for sure.
Confidence is something that a lot of people try to beat out of artists because you either don't sound like you're not good enough, you need to change, you need to do this, and everybody tells you who you should be. When a lot of people don't really celebrate who they are and experience the joy of being them. How do you do such things and bring it in your art?
Oh my God, that's a great question. You know, I grew up on being put down a lot and being kind of not believed in and you know, especially as a woman and growing up in a very old school Italian family, you know, women were not so vocal and vocal, I think, in my whole entire family, outside of immediate family. And, you know, I think it's just important in general to just, and, you know, kind of just, how can I say this? You have to fight. I mean, you have to constantly repeat and defend until you get to a certain point where you don't feel that anymore. You know, and my quote and my motto is, you know, when your ego bows down to your soul and you acknowledge this and apply this to your everyday lifestyle, you have found your true power. So whenever anyone says anything to me, whether it's negative or, you know, about me being an artist or anything like that, I just kind of just let it go and just walk away because I know who I am, you know, and it's important to find who you are inside and not allow anyone from the outside to trigger you know, remain in your power, remain, you know, being confident and knowing who you are, because when you know who you are, I mean, you're going to be successful, you're going to move on, and nothing's going to bother you.
I appreciate that answer because, once again, we live in a society where people will always tell you who you are not rather than celebrating who you are. And I'm going to get into the celebration of you today. So forget all that. Let's have some fun. You said you grew up a little bit off of Frank Sinatra. Now, that's vocalization once again.
Yeah.
Frank Sinatra was known for having that voice that cut through. What type of voice do you have?
Oof. Oh, my God. You know, I really haven't even thought about that, to be honest with you. I don't know. To me, I feel like I have like a little bit of soul, have a little bit of innocence to me. But I'll really leave that answer for you and for my fans because, I mean, I've never actually really thought about it.
Oh, you're gonna leave it to us? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what I picked up from you. Okay? Because like I said, I cannot do an interview or honor you by giving you a half-ass interview. So I would never do that to you or anybody.
Awesome.
Now, let's talk about what I got from you. Your voice matches your artistic expression. So your voice is, I'm not going to say trendy, your voice is catchy. So then when you see the video, depending on the song and the mood that you set, your voice brings people into the mood of the song, and the visuals help them live the song. That's a gift that not many people have. Were you coached that way, or that's just the way you present your style?
That's just the way I present my style, like we were talking about versatility before, every video has an idea to it, a concept, a theme, and so when I visualize writing the song, I'll automatically visualize what it's going to be and what kind of character I'm going to play, and so that way it just all winds up coming together. And, for that specific song, that's what I'm going to portray.
Interesting, because you know what? I really wish I could see you in the studio. And this is why. This is why. Watching the video for Finished, and that's a woman empowerment song.
Yes,
And
it is.
in the women empowerment movement, people are just starting to find out that women empowerment is not women finding their voices. It's people actually shutting up so they can hear the message.
Correct.
And then that message that you're giving in the song is like, no matter what you think of me, I'm the shit.
Right. That's been my tune since January 1st, 2020. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So I'm glad I got the point, because in looking at the video and looking at the many different looks and styles that you have, you go from gothic to boss chick to sexy with the sequin shirt, and those are three different voices a lot of people don't get: power, perspective, and attitude.
Correct.
Which of those three categorize you the most?
Definitely boss.
Definitely
boss. It could be anyone that knows me, that stands by my side, whether it's family or just friends in general or business. Everyone will say Danielle's not the one to play with. She's not the one. Like, do not get her to a certain point, because she's going to lay it down, and she's going to tell you what time you said it, how you said it, and why you said it. So definitely boss, and I say that now because, like I said, last year was a hard year for me. I hit rock bottom, and and being so down and kind of rising to the top per se, personally, in my mental ways of thinking, the fire in me just really rose. And so I take it very seriously, my work and what I do, went overboard on saying, no, this is who I am, this is what I'm made to do, and this is what I'm going to do. I literally took myself to the next level. And so boss is 100% my nickname. And my grandmother even says it. She says it in her little Italian way. She's like, oh yeah, you're the boss, the boss. You gotta listen to the boss, everybody. Everybody listen to the boss.
You take charge. And that's appreciative.
Yes.
Let me talk about something else I've noticed in your look and in your music. You have a song called Treasure Chest.
Oh, my favorite song.
Yeah, that video says a lot.
Yes.
And before I go into what I took from it, you tell me, what did you want to make clear in that visual?
That I found myself. that I finally took what was deep down inside and something that I hold very dear to me, which is my voice and my music side of me. And I finally took it out the box. I found that treasure. I found that confidence to let it out. You know, I had to dive deep down, you know, because as an independent artist, you know, the scariest thing is putting something out. You know, everyone wants to feel validated and accepted. So it's a very, very scary thing, you know, when you're first coming out. So, and, you know, as a child and everything like that, you know, I come from a broken home. My parents were divorced at 9, 10 years old, you know, and I didn't really have anyone around me to, you know, kind of teach me and show me the ropes or listen to my dreams or, you know, kind of guide me. And I had to do it myself. And finally I said, you know, this is what I want to do and this is why I'm going to go for it. And once I started putting music out, I, you know, kept reminding myself, you got to remain consistent, Danielle, you know, you're your biggest, you know, critic. So, you know, once I put that out, I mean, I cried when I received the first draft of that video. I was working in a tanning salon. I was, you know, the videographer sent it to me and I just cried because I was just like, yes, like we captured exactly the way I wanted it to look, exactly the feel of it, the song, everything just, it was just amazing. And I was very proud of myself at that moment. That is my favorite song and favorite music video. So thank you for bringing that to the table.
Oh, no, I love it. I mean, you say you don't have the support. Well, Heritage Hip Hop supports you, so you always have somebody who has your back in us. Because like I said, we take the time to listen, and we take the time to appreciate the message. We built our platform on not being about music and beats. It's about the depth and the intelligence of the artist. So while everybody else will probably ask you what your favorite color is and who's sexy to you, I don't really care. I really want to know who are you, the artist, and what gifts are you giving the world in your music. So in understanding that, like I said, the treasure I got from your music is not the fact that you are independent artists. The treasure I got in your music is you're expressing your freedom through your art. Well, a lot of people nowadays don't even get to express their own freedom. They're copycatting.
Right.
And not being that type of artist, what is your dream and goal with your music? I mean, everybody wants to get paid. Everybody want to make it big. And that's all depends on what do you consider big and et cetera. So I'm asking you, what is your measure of success? Where do you want to take your sound and your music?
I mean, I want to take my sound and my music to the top. You know, I want this to be my career, you know, and have it expand into other entities that I do have going on at the moment, but also even further. I mean, you know, I want to get paid. I want to live in a nice house. I want to have a nice car. But at the end of the day, material, you know, things are not of importance to me. To me, the importance is having my music connect with people and allowing me to be part of organizations and a part of large, you know, speeches. And I want to be able to be where I can reach more people. You know, I'm very intuitive. I'm very into the well-being of people. I'm very into, you know, empowerment, enlightenment, and spirituality. So, you know, that is something I really want to be a part of.
That's dope. You know, it's very non-practical though. People never want to accept that side of the artist. You know what people want to do? People want to see what you give, suck you dry, and then move into the next phase of the next thing. I always said that music is worse than drugs, because as soon as a new thing comes up, you don't appreciate the value of something anymore.
Right.
What keeps your music fresh and valued and not trendy?
Oh my God, my life. I swear to God, I keep telling, you know, my videographer, we need somebody just to follow me around, because every day, I mean, something is going on. Or, you know, I mean, I was videoing at 5 a.m. on, you know, yesterday morning, up at 3 a.m. to be filming at 5 a.m. And we were in Orchard Beach, right in the Bronx. It was awesome. It was dope. Shout out to G-Town. And, you know, we're videoing at 5 a.m. and the videographer in the face by accident with the fence. We were trying to do a scene, and I hit him by accident, and, you know, it ended up hitting him in the eye, and it was so embarrassing, but it was hilarious at the same time. But it's just things that, you know, just happen. But in doing that, you know, it's important to just, you know, those are things that, like, I'll write about, or something that will, you know, just happen. And so, you know, I get a lot of my writings and my songs just from inspired by pain. You know, I'm very much triggered by pain. As soon as I feel some sort of pain or some sort of anger or some sort of, you know, negative vibe that'll just happen or pass me by in life, I write about it. You know, it's so easy to write about love when it's good or even bad. You know, my finished track was about, you know, my ex-boyfriend, and at the time we were together, and I knew that it was the end, and someone sent me the beat, and I was like, oh, this one's for you, buddy. And,
okay.
you know, so it's just life that keeps my music different. It's the way that I express it. It's the way that, you know, I bring it to the table to be catchy and a hook. And that's it.
Mm. So you said something very interesting about writing about love when you're there, and it could be easy. What is the most powerful message, love music or pain music?
Ooh. I think pain, because everyone wants to hear like the lovey-dovey song once in a while, but you know, I think everyone's more in tune with the pain, because I think as deep down inside, everybody carries a little bit of pain with them along the day.
That's very profound. So, in understanding that pain can be the thing that makes you relatable, what pain did you exercise in your song Black Diamonds?
Oh, that wasn't really so much pain. That was just something, well, the idea came from, so my first EP album was called Treasure Chest. So we kept this theme, you know, treasure, gems, diamonds, money, coins, you know, whatever.
Right.
So because I'm Danielle Black, so, you know, we were like, oh, Black Diamond. So I was like, oh, that's pretty good. The Black Diamond Project came up, you know, found a beat. I started singing, you know, Black Diamonds. And then we just kept going into it. And I said, oh, I have short blonde hair. Let's do a little skit and, you know, do like a Marilyn Monroe type of style. And so, you know, I covered Marilyn Monroe's song from the movie. And, you know, we went from there. And we just out there as, you know, hey, I'm the Black Diamond. I'm the Black Diamond in the rough. So it really wasn't pain. It was kind of more fun.
Okay. I think what we sometimes what we don't get is pain is perspective. And sometimes the way to beat pain is to have fun, or a way to get through pain is to become something other than ourselves, you know? And being more than ourselves makes us the actors on the stage. And if they say life is a stage and everybody plays their part, what part are you playing in the game to make it better?
As far as in the music world or just in general?
I mean, take it both ways.
Just a woman in power, just an individual who, you know, is not going to take no for an answer. So I would just say power. You know, I'm trying to make power plays. You know, I'm trying to be, you know, taken seriously. And, you know, it's no offense, but it's been, you know, hard just going through the whole industry. You know, I also had a baking company when I was younger, and just being taken seriously as a woman in business, where it's predominantly men, is not easy, you know, and it's a lot of lessons learned. It's a lot of character building. And so, you know, I just, in general, a power player.
Okay. I can see that individuals will break the chains. You really are about expression and not being held down. Right. And this industry can hold you down. You're in the twerk generation. There ain't too much twerking in your videos. So I already know right there. Yeah, but you know, I already know right there that immediately the the prejudice of it is she cute? The next prejudice is she twerking? The next prejudice is, well, your background. And I mean, to be able to break through that is, number one, I have to commend you for that because you're staying true to yourself and your vision. And secondly, you talked about business in a male-dominated field. That's extra goddamn hard because people really may acknowledge you, but like I said, a lot of people don't really get deep into the story, and that's their loss, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about that story. What are they losing if they don't hear you? We know what you bring. We know that you say you want people to be free and be themselves. But without you, they're missing something very essential, and that is what?
A paycheck. Because I'm money. I speak money, I walk money, I think money, I sleep money, I wake up money. You know, I'm an ideas person. I'm coming up. I'm a singer, I'm a rapper. I'm really good at business building. I'm really good at organizing and delegating. You know, I like to direct. That's why my videos, you know, come out so bomb, because I'm literally the one who's putting everything together, from the costumes to who's in the video. You know, I connect everything. You know, I'm my own manager. You know, I do it all. I run my whole entire household. I'm a boss. You know, that's what I do. So if you don't, if your biggest loss is just not having me on your team, because I'm a moneymaker and I want to make money, and alongside of me, everyone else is going to make money. So it's your loss if you don't.
I feel that. Now, you brought up something that I'm going to connect to what you said. You had your own business baking since before the music.
Yeah.
All right. So taking that experience and that business know-how, how did you put that into your music to make you a better artist than somebody who just does music?
So it's a great question, because when I started my baking business, I thought that music was just never going to happen for me, or go for it. And with going along in building that brand, I learned a lot of things. You know, I learned a lot of lessons that come along with building a business. And, you know, as an artist, you have to understand that it's not just about making music. It's about making the right business moves, because you're building a brand. I am my product. I am the product. So, you know, I built that, and I said, you know, God, please, I want to do music. How do I do this? What am I going to do? Please connect me and, you know, guide me in the right direction and just bring it forth to me. And he did, and I went for it, and I said it was very hard, because I felt like, you know, I was kind of letting something go and as if I was failing, but I wasn't failing at the baking business. It's a passion of mine, but it's not the way I feel like it is with music. So I didn't want to give up that dream, and I didn't want to say, oh, you know, at least if I went for it and I tried, at least I could say I tried. And so I let that go, and I went into music. Now I'm going into music with a fresh head of, okay, starting a brand and starting, you know, all the little things of what to do and not to do, even though it's a different entity. So I did that, but I started rapping recipes, and I had created a character called Musical Chefy. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, I created, you know, this character, put on a wig, put on a cap, put on sunglasses, put on my hoops, the rapper chef. Mm-hmm. And from there, that's how I learned how to rap, basically in rhyming and writing and, you know, doing all of that. And I was so into it that I started writing about my own life. And then there you go, Danielle Black was made.
That's very interesting. But I wonder, do you have another calling besides music? And cooking? Well, that's what I was going to touch on, because you have a video called I Can't Hide. Mm-hmm. And I Can't Hide is very, very timesy. It's hip hop, electric, yet trendy,
and a little bit of rock.
Yeah, and you bring the black and white, and you have the sex appeal and laying down, and you got the guy staring at you, and it has that very, you know, old jazzy feel, but then the
Right.
beat drops, and then
Uh-huh.
it's a whole nother story. Can you take me through that, or how that shows your skills in all aspects? The fashion, the music, everything. Maybe acting.
Oh my God. I mean, I can't, yeah, actually it's funny that you say that because, that was my first video I ever put out. Never did a video before, never kind of acted, never did anything like that before. You know, because it's part of acting, you're in character form, you're playing, you know, a certain character in this short little video. I mean, when I have a vision, you know, I just go for it. You know, I had on the white collared shirt. I went into my father's bedroom and I was like, Dad, give me a white collared shirt that you're never going to use again because I'm probably going to destroy it. Gave me the shirt. That was it, you know, came up with the whole blanket style and, you know, I said to my girlfriend, I'm using your bathtub. So we filled up the bathtub and put candles around, you know, and kind of made it that sexy and classy at the same time, because sexy to me is not just about twerking, you know, wearing nothing, you know, you have to be classy at the same time.
Yeah, I think if you put your videos together, I think if you shot videos as well for the company, you'll clean up, because you have the goal. I don't know if you went through with this. You have the goal and the gift to actually capture color per still, where people look for the background. You actually bring the foreground into the background. Let me give you an example. When I look at the I Can't Hide video, it's in black and white, right? So when the fades come in and out, everybody's eyes go to the whites, and then when it refocuses, you go to the blacks. You see what I'm saying? But when the
Correct.
video changes, the pink that's in your hair that you don't see in the black and white brings out your face. So when you look at the camera, the emotion comes out. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Mm-hmm.
That's the same thing you did in the What You Want video.
Right.
See, I'm a little weirdo. Oh, what you say?
I love this. I love every second of this. And you know what? From the beginning, when you said, I don't know if you're ever going to get an interview like this, probably not.
Well, I hope you love it. And shout out to everybody at Heritage Hip Hop that's listening to this. But yeah, in the What You Want video, you do the same thing. Club, yellow shirt, pink hair, the backgrounds. With your hair being darker, it brings everything from the background into your face, so everybody gets to focus on you, the artist.
Right.
Why do most people, in your opinion, who do the art fail at being artists and not just performing?
Well, I think they're either going too overboard or not going far enough. I think that's the main goal, is to have just enough. And that's very hard, because some people are like, you know, you see all these rap videos or just, you know, videos in general, and they're all about the car. So they make it more about the car than it is about the artist. And I've had, you know, a nice car in my video before, but I didn't take the attention away from me for the car, you know, because it's not about the car. It's just about being. So it the car has to kind of become you, and you become the car. You know, so I think that it's just either going too far or going too little. So you just have to be like right type of right. You know, some people are like, oh, put this and put that. And I'm like, no, that's too much. Or if they're just like, you know, just do this. And I'm like, no, I need just a little bit more. I have that eye for it. I'm a visual artist first and foremost.
Well, being that you're in the game now, congratulations. Who inspires you and makes you want to pick up your pen and go into the studio and make great music?
Oh my God. I mean, everything, you know, as soon as I see somebody that I know is an independent artist, or just, you know, just anything new coming out, it just drives me to just, you know, keep putting stuff out. You know, I think this year has been hard enough for everybody with what's going on right now. Being in quarantine and whatnot. You know, so it's been hard to try to get things out. But what inspires me the most is myself. It's just, you know, me pushing myself, you know, got to put something out, want to put something out. But I'm not the type of person to rush anything. And I, you know, about making sure that all my ducks are in a row. And when it's all said and done, let's keep it rolling, you know. And then once I put music out, in the next week or so, you're just going to keep hearing me. It's going to be nonstop.
Let me ask you something about you and your ability to touch people. I was looking at your live performance at Level Up 3, and I want to ask you, how do you like performing, and what is your goal when you're on stage?
Oh my God, giving that people a great show. I was a little twisted that night.
Okay.
I was feeling myself. I was feeling so good. And I think because of that energy that I just put out there that night, I mean, people were going wild. I mean, as you saw, like the guy came jumping on stage and like dancing. I mean, people were just so into it. And that was really a moment that I appreciate so much, and kind of like that was like a validation for me too. At that moment, because I saw so many artists perform that night, and no one was really paying attention to me. And as soon as I went up, I mean, people were flocking to the stage, and I don't mean to toot my own horn, but it felt absolutely amazing. So when you say, what do you want to do, on stage for the artist, it's bringing that energy, because it's all about energy. So if you're not feeling it, or feeling your song, or feeling your performance, your audience is going to feel that. So, even when you're going into the studio, I have to be like, I'm the shit, I'm doing what I got to do, and I'm going to lay this bomb-ass record, and that's how it's going to be heard after you record it. So it's all about the energy.
It's funny. When it comes to men, especially, we are the masters of the situation. Women are not. Women are the masters of the setup. See, a man performs in his moment, but a woman makes the atmosphere perform around her. You get what I'm saying? I mean it this way. Is Danielle Black better as a redhead or better as a blonde? The answer would be, who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? Because in seeing the art perform around you, you're bringing the best out of the situation. Men are very foreground. Women are very canvas. So I ask you this question when it comes to the canvas of Danielle Black. The purpose of music is to entertain, yet bring out feelings. Yet Danielle Black's music brings out feelings while you're entertained and thinking. And the overall thought is not that she's a dope artist. It's about reflection. When you reflect after you make a song, how do you know your song is complete?
Ooh, well, I know it's complete because I can feel it. I can see it, smell it, feel it, visualize it. It's all just about, as soon as I hear my song, I'm like, yes. It's about the way I connect with it. So like I said, it's all about energy. So if I put that energy into the song and I bring it to life, it's like a seed. It grows. And once it's fully bloomed and I can smell it, I know that it's ready. It's done. And that's the energy that now I'm going to put out into the world.
Is that the same energy you put into your photo shoots? Because your pictures are just as dynamic as your videos.
Oh my God, I absolutely love it. I love creating new styles and new looks, and I like to change and, evolve and, try different hairstyles. Like right now I'm in this red phase. I'm in this fire lion, goddess phase, and powerful. I'm putting that energy out there, and it's showing. I'm coming out with, everything is new out with the old and with the new. Who knows? Maybe next year I'll have blue hair, but it doesn't matter.
Exactly. Like I said, we'll give a fuck.
Yeah, it's about what energy I'm bringing to the table this time, and how are they going to connect with it.
Well, we're going to give a shout out to one of our partners on Heritage Hip Hop, which is Fatty's Place. He has a page that's what's called Ladies Got Talent, and is women in the industry. And what he does is not only does he showcase the artists, but he also showcases the pictures and the looks. And you have a lot of pictures that are statement pictures, not just artist pictures. The Griselda Blanco pictures, the one with the cap turned backwards with the red top. You know what I'm saying? You have looks where you have looks where not only can you blend, but you make statements as well.
Thank you.
So congratulations to you on being the consummate artist that you are.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Hey, that's what we all about. So I ask you this, now that you, like I said, but being that we still talk about the game, who do you look at right now as the one person who is your benchmark, or do you have a benchmark?
I really don't have a benchmark. There's really nobody right now that I'm looking at, that I'm like, I want to be like them. I'll be inspired, here and there, or, like a song, listen to a song, play a song out. But I really don't. I have to be honest. And it's no offense to anybody because there's so many amazing artists out there. I'm really just fully focused on what type of artist I am and, what inspires me in my life, that I can put forth into my music.
Well, you've inspired us, and we thank you for giving us this great interview. We're not done yet, though. There's one video that you had that really I want to ask you about. Tell me about Rolly, and what is the message you were giving out in the video, in the song?
Oh, my God. The message was just like, I'm the shit. I already know this. My Rolly don't TikTok. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just keep going. Like, there's no time limit on anything, you know what I mean? And that's really it. Like I'm a G, I'm a gangster. This is what I do. I'm a boss, so in all aspects of my life, so that was really that. The video was that was one of the most fun videos to put together because of theme and the costumes and the makeup. It was just like super dope.
Yeah. I could tell when you have fun in the video because that and flex. You actually perform in the camera and don't change too many scenes. You're very active with eye contact, I can tell.
Yeah.
All right. So, before we end this interview out, I want to thank you once again. And before you leave, oh yeah, by the way, we subscribe to your page, so we don't just interview people and keep it moving. We like to support the artists. So everybody out there, please pay attention. Drop your social media so everybody can find you, please.
You can find me at Just Danielle Music on Instagram, and you guys can check it out, everything from events and my music on justdanielleblack.com.
And for everybody out there, once again, if you follow Heritage Hip Hop, which you should, if you don't, you're corny. But we tell everybody, don't stream the music. Streaming is good, but purchasing is how you show the artist that you love them and that you want to hear more from them. So we wish and want you to be blessed with lots of support, great opportunities, and hopefully we get to have some of this great food that you say you bake and you create, because we're greedy over here at Heritage Hip Hop as well. All right. So before we finish up, we like to do rapid fire questions. Now, rapid fire questions are not yes, no questions. These are the first things that come to your mind when we ask these questions. You see what I'm saying? So, like I said, we're not interested in who you want to have sex with, what your favorite food is. I don't really care about that. I really care about you as an artist. So here we go. First and foremost, what is the perfect song that explains your life that you have not made?
Ooh, True Blue by Madonna.
Oh, that's interesting. Why that one?
It's my favorite song. It's my favorite
Okay.
song since I was a little girl. It's just like I'm very I hate saying this, but I'm like very lovey-dovey. Like I love dramatic movies.
Okay.
Love movies.
Okay. That's dope. So, coming off of that question, what would be the perfect visual for your music?
The perfect visual for me.
Would it be in a movie? Would it be in a television show? What would that show be?
Ooh, oh my God, I don't know. Kim Kardashians, I don't know.
The Kardashians? Oh my God.
That's my lifestyle. That's the lifestyle.
Okay. That's interesting. All right. Well,
I'll say this because I love the business, the marketing, the knowing how to get that dollar.
Okay. All right, that's interesting.
Yeah.
All right. You threw me off a little bit. Thank you. Now I have to ask you this. As an independent artist, we at Heritage Hip Hop teach the artists, if you're going to be in the industry or be in tune to the industry, you have to know the rules. So we're big on artists being LLC, artists knowing what the tax forms are to do their art, yet alone not just put out music. What has been the biggest victory you've gotten as an independent artist, and how did it pay off for you?
Ooh, well, I was put my music from my first EP and my second EP. Funk Master Flex contacted me and told me that he was going to be playing my music on the radio. And I said, okay. So I was 6 months rotation, and that brought me a lot of recognition, a lot of shows, a lot of people contacting me and having me feature.
That's dope. And we're going to invite you to come down to Jersey sometime so we could have you in the studio and you could do something on camera with us. That would be awesome. For Master Flex.
Well, you might catch me picketing or something over there because I know there's a lot of rioting to go over there.
Hey, that's all good. That's all camera work. It's all good. As an independent, you don't have a lot of people who's funding your art, which in tune means putting you in debt to their generosity, quote unquote. What was the best investment you made in yourself?
Oh my God, just the best investment was just putting all my money into myself and my dreams, and having the brain to know what to do and what not to do. It's really just about sacrificing. My biggest investment is sacrificing. You know, not going out with friends, not going on vacations, you know, really just plunging into putting every little bit into my dream.
Okay. That's wild, because another artist told us that. Do you pay your bill or do you go to the studio? And the song that you make,
I do not pay that bill. I ain't paying that bill. Because that bill's going to be there regardless if I pay it or if I don't, but my dreams can slip away in an instant.
Okay. So you're very well versed in music, right?
Pretty much.
Okay, well, let's have another fun question. In music, the guest sometimes can be the best part of the song, where the guest can overshoot the person whose song it is. What is the best guest 16 or guest spot on a song ever to you? And who was it?
Ooh, I would say Nicki Minaj with Beyonce.
Really?
Yes.
Why such? Why?
Oh, because Nicki just always brings it. She always brings it to the table. She's just raw.
Okay. So who would you love to guest 16 with and steal a song with?
Ooh, I would love to be on a song with Meek Mill.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, when's it going to happen then?
When is it going to happen?
Sure.
It should have happened yesterday.
That's what I'm talking about. So the song with you and Meek. Okay. Being who Meek is, and even looking at your presence, that's a very interesting connection. Why Meek Mill over anybody else?
Oh, because he has such a voice. You know, he's a
Hello?
fighter. You know, we're just we go after what we believe in. You know, we will not be suppressed. Yeah, we will not be told no. We fight for what's right. You know, and when it's right, it's right, and when it's wrong, it's wrong. You know, 2 wrongs don't make a right.
Yeah, 3 rights make a left, but you got it. I understand perfectly. Perfectly. I got you. Vocalization. So once again, going back to the beginning of the interview, bravado and voice is what makes Danielle Black the presence that people need to focus on. Got you. So you see how everything goes 360? It's not a bullshit interview. It's like that.
Absolutely. Totally got it.
let's continue though.
Yeah.
What is the best remix ever made? And what song would you like to remix and make better?
I would love to remix It Don't Matter, Black or White from Michael Jackson.
Nice. By yourself?
I would love, no. I don't know who I would do that with, but I definitely, that is my thing. Maybe possibly Nicki Minaj. I think that would be dope.
Okay.
But the best remix, I don't know. Oh my God, well there's so many, but I can't even think of right now.
Yeah.
Who the hell knows? I don't know, you got me.
Oh, don't say that. All right. I'll leave it like that. But then I'm going to ask you something a little trendier. I'm going to ask you something a little trendy. Right now, on Instagram, we're doing a lot of versus battles. So Premier just battled the RZA. We had Neo and Johnson Austin. And we had the Epic Fail, which will happen again today, when but people probably already have seen when this comes out. It's Teddy Riley and Babyface. What is the one music battle that you would pay to see, and why?
I don't know, because I'm really not into battle rapping, I have to say.
Oh, it doesn't have to be battle rap.
But
just battle as artists and artists.
I mean, I was so into when Drake and Meek were going at it, and now they're like buddy. But I definitely would love to see something like that. I would like to see Lil Wayne and Eminem.
Really?
Yeah.
Hit for hit? You gotta go hit for hit with each other? Wow.
100%, because they're very clever with their lyrics, you know?
Really?
And, yes, I would love to see that. I think that would be dope.
So you like lyricists?
Yes.
Do you put yourself as a vibe artist, or do you put yourself as a lyricist?
A lyricist.
So you really are into people sitting down and listening to what you say and not just enjoying the vibe of the song. So then I ask you this. What is the most gratifying part of your music? Is it the punch or is it the delivery?
The delivery.
So how do you know when you deliver that perfect bar?
I think it's really pretty much in the way I'm delivering it, saying it. You know, I like a lot of music today. You can't really clearly hear what it is that they're saying. So they're just, people are just vibing off of the beat. You know, they're vibing off of the hook, and they're not like, it's like, what do they even say? And some of the things that they're like rapping together, it doesn't even make sense. You know, it's just to remain catchy and vibey. So, very clear lyrics. You can hear what I'm saying. And it's funny because my engineer, you know, at one point was like, I love the way you deliver and you say your words because I can literally hear what it is that you're saying, no matter what, whether you're rapping fast or you're rapping slow.
That's called having the gift of an orator. That there's people who speak and then there's people who give speeches. Or there's people who talk and there's people who give messages. An orator will give a message, not just fill your mind with blah, 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 blah whenever they speak. So congratulations to you. That's a gift that not many people who are on microphones actually have. You see?
Right.
I would love to hear your bars a cappella. So if you have some time, if you want to be on Truth Behind Bars, which is part of Heritage Hip Hop, all you gotta do is send us a video, black and white video of yourself with some bars, and we'll put it up. We'll highlight your music. I would love to see. So if you haven't been to Heritage Hip Hop, please, you can follow us on Instagram, or you go to our website, heritagehiphop.com, which I please ask you to do because that's where your interview is going to be at. And it's also going to be on Heritage Hip Hop YouTube, and see what we do. And you'll see what Truth Behind Bars is. All right?
No doubt.
Here's my last question, and once again, I thank you for giving us the opportunity to interview you because this has been a blast, and I met a great new artist, and I hope to meet you one day and be able to just enjoy your music in person. So here we go. Here's the last question. Unfortunately, Danielle There's going to be many people who are not going to be able to see or feel you because one day we're going to expire and leave this earth. But you have a footprint on this earth that is not deniable because you have a video print, you have photos in print, you have not only visual print, you have audio print. And in the year 3024, somebody may unearth an old laptop, or they might be on Z5s and be like, what the hell is an MP3? You know what I'm saying? And then they'll find something called SoundCloud and be like, what the hell is sound? And why is it in the cloud? I don't understand. But then they're going to hear your music. And then they're going to get introduced to a world that they never knew. So my final question to you is, what is the legacy that you leave behind by doing everything you do, including your music? How was the world made better because you existed?
Because I reminded everyone to flow and live by the universe. Live by the calling of the universe, which is within you.
Wow. So everybody out there, that was deep. Everybody out there, Danielle Black is universal truth in bars and beats. You know what I'm saying? And we want everybody to support our brand new friend. Make sure you listen to her music, buy the music, follow her on all social medias. Look her up on YouTube. While a lot of people will be interested in the look, a lot of the deeper people will be more refreshed with the words. And once again, we thank you. So to everybody out there, we say peace, and we out.
Thank you for tuning in to this episode of the Heritage Hip Hop Podcast featuring Danielle Black. She's a new artist coming out of the BX, that's the Bronx, New York, and she has something to say and a visual representation to show you as well. Be sure you support her by not only streaming her music, but purchasing her music, because that $1 that you spend can help take her to her next level and give you more art that you will love and appreciate. Before we get out of here, we want to give a shout out to everybody that supports Heritage Hip Hop, namely our partners. One, Fatty's Place, FADDYSPLACE on Instagram, Fatty's Place, where they highlight international and domestic talent, and especially the ladies that's making it happen in the music industry. Diamonds Entertainment, LLC. Shout out to Lex Diamonds. You can see them on Instagram at DIEMENZ Entertainment, LLC. Also, Fire Jaws, one of the prolific lyricists, barbarians in New Jersey hip hop. He can be seen at Fire Jaws, and he also runs Wildfire Marketing. If you're looking to have your art placed and purposed proficiently and not just shared, you can contact Fire Jaws at FIREJAWS on Instagram. We are also partnered with Transparent Credit Repair. Remember, for financial literacy and help, that's www.transparentcreditrepair.com. And you can call them at 862-250-5122. For everybody looking to support Heritage Hip Hop, you can follow us on all social media, especially our website, www.heritagehiphop.com, where we do free memberships to expose our fans and followers to the best independent and mainstream music that you may or may not have heard. We also open up the entire hip hop culture, not just music. Not only that, everybody, if you want to support Heritage Hip Hop and get some of our apparel, you can support us at www.storefrontier.com/Heritage Hip Hop for t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, masks, and etc. Thank you once again for following and supporting the show. Stay tuned for more great interviews coming from mainstream and independent artists from America and overseas. And with that being said, before we go, stay safe in this COVID-19 world. Whether you're social quarantining, distancing, just make sure you stay alive and stay safe, because the world is better with you than without you. So to everybody out there, thank you for listening. We say peace, and we out.